All right, hope you had a good weekend. And if you spent a night out with friends, maybe you said or heard these three important words. Just Venmo me. But sometimes they forget. A recent article in the Wall Street Journal looked at the unspoken rules of digital payment apps like Venmo and tried to decipher the proper etiquette for requesting money back from your friends. Annabelle Williams is the author of that piece, and she joins me now in Studio 57 to talk about all this. Anna, thanks so much for waking up early with us here
Happy to be here.
Talking about this. Why is it so awkward, especially for the younger generation, to ask for money back that you've generously given to your friends as you go out?
Well, I think in some ways it's always awkward to be talking about money with your friends. However, there also is a bit of an expectation that you will because of the quote that you mentioned, just Venmo me.
Yeah.
And it might be uncomfortable to talk about it, but it's certainly not uncomfortable to press a few buttons on a screen and ask for it.
And this has become a much more common way for all of us to kind of share what we have. In your article, you write, quote, making it so easy to split expenses threatens to take away one of the joys of friendship, though, the gesture of picking up the tab. So what then is the recourse? Because I know younger people also have a challenging time with conflict, and they want to avoid that as much as possible. So how do you ask for your money back?
Yes. So what I spoke about in the piece, and I spoke to etiquette experts, we learned that the best thing to do is to be direct and to talk about these things in advance so that you're not left in an awkward situation when the waiter puts down the bill. And that can be a little bit difficult for Gen Zers like myself. However, it's part of growing up and it's part of maturing, which I think is what the piece ended up talking about. You know, how do we look at money and how do we share money with our friends in an adult way? And that social momentum of I'll pick up the tab next time is something that I see in my own life anecdotally and having spoken to my contemporaries coming back somewhat.
And what did the etiquette experts say to you in our last few seconds in how people should navigate that uncomfortable chat?
Be direct, and if you need the money back in a certain time frame, say why. And also just to remember that the relationship is more important than the debt. And you know, the cost of a good friendship is not always worth the cost of a drink.
Or a nice dinner.
Yes.
I guess it depends on the friendship and it depends on the dinner.
Absolutely, yes. And it's more about the relationships than it is about the money, is what I learned.
Which, you know what, and you talk to the longevity experts and they say the key to a long life are good relationships and lots of good friendships. So, you know, do you really need the $20 back? It's a great story, and I appreciate you coming in to share the details with it. Annabelle Williams, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.